Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so before I even get into the cards today, I need to say something because honestly, when I was shuffling for this one, I had to stop. Like, I literally put the cards down and I was just like, okay, wow, because the energy that came through was it was just so specific. Like, it was not vague at all. It was not like, oh, someone might have said something. No, this was a whole situation. And I think a lot of you who clicked on this already know exactly what I am talking about because you have been feeling it, you have been sensing it, that thing in your gut that keeps saying something is not right with her, something is off, and you have been pushing it down, trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, being the bigger person, and loves, your gut was not lying to you. It never was. And I want to say something before we go any further because I think it is really important. The fact that you trusted this person, the fact that you let her in, the fact that you shared things with her, that is not a weakness. Okay. That is actually one of the most beautiful things about you. You are someone who loves with an open hand, who gives people the benefit of the doubt, who believes in people. And she took the most generous parts of you and she used them against you. And that is entirely on her, not on you, not even a little bit on you. So I just need you to hear that before we start. Okay? So let's get into it because there is a lot to cover today and the cards have a lot to say. Okay, so the very first card I am pulling is just for the overall energy of what has been happening around you. Like, what is the universe showing me about your situation right now? Okay, the first card is the moon. Oh, okay. Yeah. The moon as the very first card. Of course it is. Of course. So the moon, let me really sit with this for a second because there is so much in this card, so much. The moon is the card of hidden things, of what is happening beneath the surface, of what is moving in the dark, that the light has not fully exposed yet. And when I look at the imagery on this card, there is this path, right, that goes from the water up through the land into the distance. And there are these two towers on either side, and there are these creatures in the foreground, like they are not fully what they appear to be. And that is so significant here because what the moon is showing me is that there is a whole layer of activity happening in your life that you cannot fully see yet. Conversations that have been had, information that has been shared, things that have been said about you in rooms you were not in. And this card is the universe saying it is real. What you have been sensing is real. You are not imagining it. You are not being paranoid. There is genuinely something going on beneath the surface, and it has been going on for longer than you know. And the moon also speaks to illusion. And I want to sit with that for a moment because this woman, the one we are talking about today, has been presenting herself to you in a very specific way. The smiling, the warmth, the I am your friend energy, that is a presentation. Okay, that is a carefully constructed version of herself that she has been maintaining specifically around you because she needs you to believe it. She needs you to keep trusting her. She needs that access. And so the face she shows you is not the face she shows other people when she talks about you. And that right there is the moon card in action. Two completely different realities existing at the same time, and you have only been shown one of them. And I also want to say, because I think this is important, the moon is associated with your intuition, with your inner knowing, and the fact that it is showing up first is the universe validating that you have already been picking up on this. Like, even if you could not put it into words, even if you kept talking yourself out of it, Some part of you has known something has felt slightly off with her, something has not fully added up, and you have been giving her the benefit of the doubt because that is who you are. But that quiet knowing, that low level discomfort, that was not anxiety, that was not overthinking, that was your intuition doing its job. Okay, let me pull a card now for who this woman actually is. Like, what is her energy? What is her deal? Why is she the way she is? The Seven of Swords, and right next to it, the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, I mean, the cards are really not holding back today. Like, they came to say something, and they are saying it loud. So, the Seven of Swords, this card, this is the card of deception, of someone who operates in a very sneaky way. And when I look at the imagery, there is this figure right sneaking away from a camp, carrying 5 swords. And they are looking back over their shoulder with this little smug expression on their face. Like they think they got away with something, like they are very pleased with themselves. And that image, that is her. That is exactly her. She is someone who moves quietly, who takes things that are not hers to take, who operates in the background, collecting information, collecting your vulnerabilities, collecting your secrets, and then using them in ways you never consented to. And she does it with this air of, I am so clever. Nobody can see what I am doing. I am getting away with this. And for a while, she has been. But here's the thing about the Seven of Swords. Look at the image again. There are still 2 swords left behind at the camp. She could not carry them all. She left something behind. There is a loose end. There is a mistake she made, something she did not account for. And that loose end is what is going to undo her. And then the Queen of Swords reversed. Oh, okay. So the Queen of Swords upright is actually a really admirable energy. She is sharp, direct, clear, someone who communicates with precision and honesty. But reversed, she becomes calculating, cold. Someone who communicates with precision and honesty, but reversed, she becomes calculating, cold. Someone who uses their intelligence not to communicate clearly, but to manipulate, to cut people down, to gather information and weaponize it. And that is this woman to her core. She is intelligent. I want to acknowledge that she is not stupid. She knows exactly what she is doing. And that is actually what makes this so painful, because this was not careless. This was not accidental. She made deliberate choices over and over again to take what you gave her in trust and use it for her own purposes. And I also want to say, because I am sitting with the reversed Queen of Swords, this woman has a wound, okay? A real one. Something happened in her past. Something that made her feel like she has to operate this way. Like she has to be strategic and calculating. Like vulnerability is weakness. Like people cannot be trusted, so she better get to them first. And I am not saying that to excuse what she did, because there is no excuse. But I want you to understand that what she did to you says absolutely nothing about your worth and everything about her wounds. Okay, let me pull a card now for what she actually did with your secrets. Like, where did they go? Who did she tell? What did she do with what you shared? The 3 of Swords and the Page of Swords reversed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The 3 of Swords, this is the heartbreak card, the betrayal card, 3 swords piercing through a heart, and rain and dark clouds in the background. And this card in this position is showing me that what she did with your secrets was intended to hurt. Like there was a specific intention here. This was not someone accidentally letting something slip. This was not someone who shared something without thinking. This was deliberate. She shared what you told her in a way that was designed to damage, to embarrass, to undermine, to make you look a certain way to certain people. And she did it, and she watched what happened, and she kept smiling at your face like she had nothing to do with it. And the Page of Swords reversed beside it is showing me the way she did it. The Page of Swords upright is someone who communicates directly, but reversed, this is gossip energy. This is whisper in someone's ear energy. This is saying things in a way that cannot be traced back to her. Like, she is not the type to come out and say something directly. She plants seeds. She makes little comments. She frames things in a certain way so that by the time the information gets to where she wanted it to go, it looks like it just got there on its own. Like she had nothing to do with it. Very strategic, very calculated, and very hard to catch, which is probably why you have been questioning yourself, wondering if you are reading too much into things, because she is good at covering her tracks. And I want to acknowledge something here because I think a lot of you are sitting with this and it is hurting in a really specific way. It is not just the betrayal itself. It is the fact that she is still in your life, still smiling at you, still acting like everything is fine, still pretending to be your friend. And you have to interact with her and you do not know how much she knows that you know. And it creates this completely exhausting dynamic where you are having to perform normal while internally you are dealing with this enormous thing and loves. That is a lot. That is genuinely a lot to carry. And I see you. I really see you. Okay, let me pull a card for the specific reason she targeted you. Like, why you? What is it about you specifically that made her do this? The Five of Wands and the Star reversed. Okay, so these two together. Let me really sit with this because this is important. The Five of Wands is the competition card, the conflict card, the card of someone who sees other people not as human beings, but as threats, as competition, as people who are somehow taking something from them just by existing, just by being good at what they are good at, just by having things go well for them. And what this card is telling me is that she has been watching you with this competitive lens for a really long time. And something about who you are, your gifts, your relationships, your energy, your opportunities has been making her feel threatened, and she could not handle that. And instead of dealing with what that feeling was about, instead of doing the inner work, she decided to try to knock you down, to level the playing field by taking what you shared in confidence and using it to make you look smaller in the eyes of people who matter to you. And then the Star reversed. Oh, this is so revealing because the Star upright is hope, faith, trust in the universe, belief that good things are coming, but reversed. It is the absence of all of that. It is someone who has lost faith in themselves, in life, in the idea that good things can just naturally come to them. And when someone loses faith in their own path, when they stop believing that their blessings are coming, they start looking sideways, they start resenting other people's light because it reminds them of what they feel they are missing. And that is this woman. She does not trust that she can have what she wants, so she tries to take it, or she tries to make sure you cannot have it either. And I know that sounds really dark, and it is, but it is also just profoundly sad because what she is carrying must be so heavy. Okay, now let me look at how your life has been affected by all of this. Like, what has the impact been? What has this actually done to your world? The 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Okay, yeah. So, these two cards are heavy, and I want to be real with you about what they are showing. The 10 of Swords, this card is intense. It shows a figure face down with 10 swords in their back. And what it represents is that feeling of being completely overwhelmed, completely blindsided, like no matter what you do, something keeps pulling you down. And I feel like this card is speaking to the moments when things have happened in your life that you could not explain, opportunities that fell through at the last minute, relationships that cooled for no obvious reason, your reputation in certain circles feeling slightly different, and you could not fully understand why because you did not know that someone was actively working against you, feeding information, planting seeds of doubt in places you could not see. And the Ten of Swords is showing me that it has had a real impact, a real tangible impact on your life and on how certain people see you. And then the Eight of Cups, which shows someone walking away in the moonlight from a stack of cups, just leaving. And what I feel from this card in relation to you is that some part of you has already started pulling back from this person, even if you have not done it consciously, even if you have not made a decision about it yet. Something in you has already begun the process of distancing, of protecting yourself, of saying, I am not going to keep investing in something that feels this draining, and that is your intuition, doing exactly what it is supposed to do, protecting you, even when your mind is still trying to work out the full picture. Okay, now let me look at what is actually happening to her right now. Like, what is the universe cooking up for her? Because this is the part I think a lot of you really need to hear. The Tower, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, loves. The Tower, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed together for what is happening to her. I mean, the universe is really, really not playing right now. Okay, so let me walk through each of these because there is so much here. The Tower first, which is the card of sudden, unexpected, unavoidable collapse. And what this is showing me is that the structure of this woman's life, the carefully constructed image she has built, the relationships she has cultivated, the reputation she has maintained, is being destabilized. And the thing about the Tower is that it is not gradual. It is not a slow unraveling. It is like a lightning bolt that hits out of nowhere, and suddenly everything looks different. And for her, that lightning bolt is the truth coming out, because the truth always comes out, always. And when it does, everything she built on top of the lie comes down with it. And then justice. Oh, justice is sitting right there. And justice is so interesting because it is not emotional. It is not angry. It is not dramatic. It is just precise. It is the universe weighing everything and making it right. And what justice is saying is that what she did is being accounted for line by line. Every secret she shared, every word she said, every time she smiled at your face while doing something very different behind your back, all of it is being weighed. And what is being sent back to her is exactly what she put out. Not more, not less, exactly what she put out, and she cannot argue with it, she cannot spin it, she cannot charm her way out of it, because justice does not respond to charm. And then the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which is the wheel turning against someone. And what this means practically is that the luck she has had, the ease with which she has been able to operate, the way things have been going her way is ending. Like the breaks that used to come to her are going to stop coming. The doors that used to open for her are going to start closing. The people who used to have her back are going to start stepping back. And it is going to feel for her like everything is suddenly very hard, and she is not going to understand why at first, and then slowly she is going to start to understand, Okay, let me pull some tea leaf cards now because I want to get even more specific about what is happening and what you need to know right now. Okay, the first tea leaf card is snake. The snake, of course. Yeah, the snake represents deception, a hidden enemy, someone who is two-faced, someone who presents one version of themselves to the world and operates completely differently in private. And the snake showing up here is such a clear confirmation of everything we have been talking about. This woman is operating from a snake energy. And what I also want to say about the snake is that snakes shed their skin, right? They literally shed their old skin and move on. And I feel like this is significant because this woman has done this before. You are not the first person she has done this to. She has a pattern of getting close to people, extracting what she needs, and then moving on, leaving damage in her wake that she does not look back at, and she will try to do it again after this. But the wheel has turned and her pattern is being interrupted. The next tea leaf card is mirror. The mirror. Oh, okay. So the mirror card is so significant here because the mirror represents reflection, what you send out coming back to you. And in the context of this reading, what this card is telling me is that what she did is being reflected back to her. Like she pointed her deception at you, and the universe held up a mirror, and now everything she tried to do to you is heading straight back in her direction at the same intensity with the same energy, and she cannot stop it because you cannot outrun a mirror. You cannot dodge your own reflection. The next tea leaf card is sunrise. Oh, the sunrise for you loves after everything. The sunrise. And what this card is saying is that a new dawn is coming for you, specifically for you. The things that were blocked are starting to unblock. The truth that was hidden is starting to surface. The people who were confused about you are starting to get clarity, and your life is about to feel noticeably lighter. Like that weight you have been carrying, that low level heaviness, that constant feeling of something being off is starting to lift. And what is coming in behind it is just light, like actual genuine warmth and light returning to your world. The next tea leaf card is broken chain. The broken chain. Oh my gosh. The broken chain loves. This is freedom. This is liberation. This is the end of the energetic tie between you and someone who has been draining your field. And what this card is saying is that the cord is being cut. The connection between your energy and her energy is being severed, and it is not going to be painful. It is going to feel like relief. It is going to feel like, oh, I can breathe again. I did not even realize how much I was not breathing until right now when the chain broke. And that is what is coming for you. And the last tea leaf card is crown. The crown for you. Yes, yes, the crown. And what this is saying is that your reputation, your name, your standing in the eyes of people who matter is being restored, elevated actually, not just back to where it was, but higher, because the truth coming out does not just neutralize the damage, it actually reveals your character. It shows how you carried yourself, how you stayed dignified, how you did not retaliate, how you kept going, and people notice that. People respect that. And the crown is saying your name is going to come out of this shining. Okay, now let me lay out the final tarot spread to look at what you need to do, how to handle this going forward, and where you end up. 4 cards. Let me pull these now. The High Priestess. the Empress, the Six of Wands, and the World. Okay, I mean, wow. Okay, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Six of Wands, and the World as your spread going forward. Let me walk through these. So, the High Priestess, for what you need to do right now, and what this card is saying is sit with what you know. Do not react yet. Do not confront yet. Do not expose yet. The High Priestess does not act impulsively. She observes, she gathers, she knows, and she waits for the right moment, because the right moment is coming. And when it does, you will know, your gut will tell you. And acting from that place, from that calm, knowing place, is going to be so much more powerful than reacting from a place of hurt or anger. So for now, protect your energy, be more selective about what you share and with whom, and watch. Because when you stop feeding someone information, things start to reveal themselves naturally. And then the Empress, for how to carry yourself through this, the Empress is your energy, your full radiant goddess self. And what she is saying is, do not let this woman make you small. Do not let what she did make you pull back from your life, your light, your gifts, because that honestly would be the only real victory she could claim. The only actual damage she could do is if you let this dim you, and you are not going to let it dim you. You are going to be more yourself than ever, more out there, more radiant, more expansive. And that is going to drive her absolutely crazy, while simultaneously confirming to everyone around you that whatever she said did not stick. And then the Six of Wands, which is the victory card, the recognition card, the card of riding into your own triumph with people around you celebrating. And what this is telling me is that there is a public moment coming for you where you are seen clearly and celebrated, where the right people recognize your worth, where opportunities open up, where your name becomes associated with something really good. And it is going to be so satisfying, not because it hurts her, but because you earned it. You have always earned it. And now people are going to see it. And then the World as your final outcome. The World card loves the world. This is where you end up after all of this complete, whole, fulfilled, arrived at the version of your life that you have been working toward. And what the World card is saying is that none of what she did, none of the damage she tried to cause, none of the seeds she planted, none of it is going to stop you from getting there. Like, you are going to arrive at your destination regardless. The only thing her behavior did was remove someone from your circle who should not have been there in the first place. And that is actually a gift, as painful as it is. Okay, final messages from your guides. Let me pull these now. Guard your energy like it is sacred, because it is. Yes, guard your energy like it is sacred, because it is. And what your guides are saying is that going forward, your inner world, your dreams, your plans, your vulnerabilities are not for everyone. And that is not a sad thing. That is a discerning thing. That is a wise thing. Like, you can still be warm. You can still be open. You can still be the generous, loving person you are. But there is a difference between being open-hearted and being an open book. And your guides are inviting you to love yourself enough to know the difference. The next final card is the people who are for you will find you. Oh, the people who are for you will find you. And I love this message so much, because I think one of the fears that comes up when someone we trusted betrays us is this fear of, can I trust anyone? Are people genuinely good? Is anyone actually safe? And your guides are saying, yes, there are people who are genuinely for you, people who would never do what she did, people who celebrate you privately the same way they celebrate you publicly, people who are in your corner all the time, not just when it benefits them. And those people are coming closer as she moves further away. And the contrast is going to be so beautiful. You are going to feel so clearly the difference between people who drain you and people who fill you up. The next final card is do not give her the reaction she is waiting for. Yes, so important. Do not give her the reaction she is waiting for, because here is the thing. People like this, they need a reaction. They need to see that they got to you. They need to see the damage. They need to see you rattled or upset or acting out of character, because that confirms for them that they have power over you. And your guides are saying, do not give her that. The most powerful thing you can do is be so absolutely okay, so unbothered, so radiant and grounded and at peace that she cannot tell if you know anything, because you are just living your life beautifully. And that is going to unsettle her in ways that no confrontation ever could. The next final card is what was taken from you will be returned. Oh, what was taken from you will be returned. Loves. And this is your guide speaking very directly. Whatever she cost you, whatever damage she caused, whatever relationships were affected, whatever opportunities were impacted, whatever version of your reputation was tainted by what she said, the universe is returning it. All of it, not just neutralized, returned, amplified actually, because what the universe gives back always comes back with interest. So please hold on to that. Please trust that nothing that was taken from you is gone permanently. It is being gathered up and sent back right now. And the very last card, you are going to be okay. More than okay. You are going to be okay. More than okay. And I needed to end on that because I know this reading has covered a lot. And I know some of you are sitting with some really heavy feelings right now, processing things, maybe seeing things clearly for the first time. And it is a lot. It is genuinely a lot. But I want you to know that on the other side of this is not just okay, it is good, genuinely good, the kind of good that only comes after you have walked through something hard and come out the other side knowing yourself better, trusting yourself more, and surrounded by people who actually deserve to be there. So just to wrap everything up, the message of this reading is so clear. There is a woman who took what you gave in trust and used it against you while smiling at your face. She is operating from a place of deep insecurity and jealousy. She targeted you not because you are weak, but because your light made her feel small, and she is now facing the tower. Justice and the wheel of fortune reversed. Her time is up. The truth is surfacing, and everything she built on top of the deception is coming down. And you are getting the sunrise, the broken chain, the crown, the Empress, the Six of Wands, and the world. You are rising. You are being restored. You are being elevated, and you are going to arrive at everything you are meant to have. You were never the problem. You were always the prize. And the universe has known that the whole time. I hope this reading brought you the clarity and the validation that you needed today. I know it is heavy. I know it is a lot to sit with, but please remember, you are not alone in this. Your guides are with you. The universe is handling it, and you are more protected then you know. If this resonated with you, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow, and it helps these messages reach more people who need them. Leave me a comment and let me know how this landed for you. Did something specific stand out? I always love hearing from you, and do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss anything new. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take really good care of yourself, guard your energy, trust your gut, and please remember that you were never the problem. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye, loves.